Okay, our next unit. We're going to end up do some more graphing because I know how much you guys love graphing. Before we get to that, we've got some stuff that to do, which we did in grade 10. And of course, it gets a little bit harder in grade 12 with some function notation. And of course, that's just another way to write equations. Because back in the day, we would have stuff like this. And that is no problem for you guys because you go, okay, slopes 4, y-intercepts 3, 0, 3. That's all that. But the old function notation is we changed the y to, does anybody remember what we did with that? Not the furrowed brows. It doesn't have to be capitals, but it goes f of x, could be g of x, could be h of x. I just use letters kind of thing. We read that as f of x as a function of x. Function notation is that it tells us what we're putting into the equation. So if someone wants to give me a number, we'll use that for our exam. 3. Okay. So f of 3 would be what? 4 times 3 plus 2. Exactly. Which would just be I'm going to show that. That's great. If you don't, I get it. And that we've done in grade 10. Does that look a little familiar now that I do it? Okay, so I could do a whole bunch more examples like this, but I'm sure that you'd be okay. What isn't review of grade 10 is something called composite functions. That's when we have a function inside of a function. In everyday words, but in bigger words, it's a composition of 2 or more functions. And the classic of that is our f of g of x kind of thing. So for our example, if f of x is equal to 4x plus 2, and g of x is equal to x minus 3, let's find f of g of 3. And I'm going to rewrite that because that's messy even for me. What we do is we start at the innermost function. So we start inside of all the brackets. What is the inside function that we are looking at in this question?
G3.
Yeah, so that's what we start with. We start at G of 3 and figure it out. What's G of 3, Darren?
Just X minus 3.
Yeah, but what's our X value?
3.
Yeah. So maybe I could have picked a more creative number, but I didn't. What's 3 minus 3? So G of 3 is equal to 0. So we're going to use that to sub in for we're going to throw into our f of x. So what are we actually putting in for f of x? 0, yeah. So we have f of 0, and then okay, what's our f equation again? There, take a look. Oh, right there. So we'd have 4 times, yeah, good memory, kind of short, plus 2, which would just equal, yeah. So for your final answer, what we do is we write the original question then, kind of thing. So we have f of g of 3 equals 2, is how it comes out. Good idea. Any questions on the first one?
So we just don't know what G is.
G is that. Do you want to do one with another number? Well, I've got a couple more anyways. So let's rewrite these again so they're handy. F of x is equal to 4x plus 2 and g of x to x minus 3. This time I want to do g of f of negative 7. So I guess we don't have a choice, so we're going to do a couple more of these. G of f of negative 7. So if we start in the innermost function, yeah. So what do I write here? Yep, which is? Pardon me? Pardon me? Yeah, you just dropped the negative sign both times. Okay, so then what do we do with this negative 26? Somebody else? Yes. Tell me what's right, please.
So it would be G of negative 26
Yep.
equals negative 26
So then G of f of negative 7 would equal exactly. Exactly. Questions about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to so fast trying to write everything down. I can't even pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Where does negative 7 come from?
That's the question. I gave it to you. So f of g, the g of f negative 7 is the question that I'm thinking. Still using the same equations I used in the other one. We start on the inside. So we start at f negative 7. Put that into our f equation. Figure it out, whatever it tells us, which is negative 26. And that answer goes in to the next one. Goes in for the g, because once we figure that out, then we have that f of negative 7 is negative 26. Because we put that in in small. And then we put that into there and kind of get going. Yep.
So like we use the answer that we got from the f of x to put in for g of x?
Yes. 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 So it's got these going and going and going. Did that help a little bit? All I do is make them more confusing. Because the next one I want to do is I want to do something besides just numbers. Same stuff here, but now I want f of g of x minus 3. Kind of thing. But the method's the same thing, it's just something more confusing in the practice. So Karen in the back there, where do we start when they're making eye contact with? Okay, so what equation are we, that's on the inside? Yep. Our g of x again, which is I don't remember, so I'll have to scroll up, x minus 3. So, but I'm putting in, to make it more confusing, x minus 3. So wherever I see x, that's what we have to put in. So g of x is x minus 3, and I'm putting in x minus 3. I'm just making it as confusing as possible. What would I put in for x here? Or what's in our bracket? Yeah. X minus 3 minus 3, which is equal to? Absolutely. So g of x minus 3 is equal to x minus 6. So then we take that and we put it in right there. Because we know that g of x is equal to x minus 3. So then we can say that in our next step that f of x minus 3 is what we're going to put into the f equation. And what would that be? Person I'm making strong eye contact with.
So the equation is 4x, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it would be 4x.
What's our x though?
X minus 6
Mm-hmm.
and plus 2.
Yep. And then math.
So it would be 4x minus 24 plus 2.
Yep. So g, I'm sorry, not that. F of g of x plus 3 is going to equal
4x minus 24. It's x minus 3, not plus 3.
Is it? Okay, yeah, thanks. Thank you. My bad. Yeah, plus 3 than just x. Yep. Exactly. Questions there.
So is g of x always x minus 3 and f of x always 4?
For this question, yes. And different questions will give you different f of x's and g of x's and other stuff. For example, I'm adding another letter to it. So the f is staying the same, and the g is staying the same. But let's add h of x is going to equal x squared minus 1 over 3. So that's part of it now. Yeah, so each question, it'll change your f and your g and your h's and whatever letters it is. We need to work into those until we get to the next question and they change. Because, for example, what I want to do now with this h included is do g of h of g of h of f of 5 is what I want.
So it would still start with the f of 5.
Yes, we sure would. Same equations, yep.
And we use like the f of x equals 4x plus 2.
Yep. So what would that be filled in?
4 times 5 plus 2.
Yep. Which would be?
20 plus 2.
Yep. Okay, so that's our f of 5. So then what's the next part? Because we start on the inside, we just kind of keep working our way out. I haven't talked to you, black shirt Darren. What would we do next? What is f of 5 equal to? Yeah.
after you minus it divided by 161.
Was it? Okay. So h of 22 is 161. So we're clearly not done. Because white shirts are in the back quarters. What do we do with our last step here now? That's why I'm asking is you're making that.
I don't know, I'm like really confused right now.
Uh-oh.
Why'd you put the 22 with the H there?
Because that's what f of 5 is equal to. So when we start at f,
So you like just added it onto it?
then we go to the next one. Work on it from the inside and work our way up. So we just go to f, then we go to h. And the h was this new one that I added. So we put that in. And then after you did the work there, 44 minus 1 is 43 minus 3. We got 161. Yes. G of 161, which would be what? Yep. So that'd be what?
X's.
Yes, you do. In the bracket is what the x is.
Oh, 161. That's right.
So, I need to look at my original question here because I don't remember. So then our g of h of f of 5 equals
Try to write down
no.
that, whatever that is. 158.
There we go. Absolutely. That's what it is. Try on the inside and we'll work our way up. Almost done. Questions after here. So we're going to use the same equations, except now, instead of going inside each other, it's going to be something different. So 2g, I'll probably put a bracket there. It will be here, 2g of -3 plus 1/4 f of 4. So it's not composition, but it's just numbers in front of our stuff. So we just kind of keep doing math with it kind of deal. So use same equations, haven't changed a thing. So what we're going for our g of -3. Maybe we can write down. What's our g equation again?
X minus 3.
And our h equation, or sorry, f equation, I guess.
4x plus 2.
Let's write these down so they're handy. So if I'm putting in for -3, it'll be what there? Yep. And then for our f of 4,
Before times 4 plus 2.
yep. Okay. Go back to you.
So this would be -12.
So yeah, 2 is -6, which is -12. Okay.
And then it would be 1/4 of 19. Catch that. Person. And then this would.
18/4. Yeah, good. And then we'd reduce that to 2. And if you're showing that, it's fine. If you're not, then oops. Crap. Oh, that's mysterious now. Oops. Yeah, or do something there.
You times the -12.
Kind of thing. Any questions? Okay. In your duotang, there's a sheet called section 3.2. One A B E I K M O 3 A C E G and 5 and 6. Be sure to subscribe.